Have you ever thought that sharing too much with family can cause problems? As we age, we naturally want to be open with family, thinking it's always best. But some things are better kept private. Not to be secretive, but to be smart. You don't need to share everything. Keeping some things to yourself can protect your peace and relationships. This video discusses 5 things to keep private after 65. This isn't about lying or ignoring people, but about staying independent, avoiding stress, and respecting your boundaries. You might be surprised how much peace comes from keeping some things private. Understanding these things can change how you interact with family, giving you more freedom later in life. Let's begin. First, keep financial decisions and assets private. Sharing every detail about your money can cause problems, like unwanted advice or family arguments. Some family members might mean well, but their opinions can feel intrusive. Sometimes people become interested in your money when they realize you have it. For example, someone might share their financial plans only to have their decisions questioned, or a friend might face pressure about how to spend their money. It's okay to get advice when you ask, but it's frustrating when people think they control your choices. Once you share your financial situation, you can't take it back. Also, if your family thinks you're making bad financial decisions, they might interfere, even with good intentions. They might say, "Are you sure you should spend that much?" Or, "Shouldn't you give some of that away now?" Even if they don't pressure you, knowing they're watching can feel uncomfortable. This doesn't mean never talk about money. It's good to have estate plans and share important details when needed. But you don't have to share everything, like how much money you have or what you spend it on. If keeping some financial matter private helps you enjoy life without pressure, that's not secrecy, it's wisdom. Second, keep minor health concerns private. As we age, we have more health issues and we want to share them with family. But there's a difference between informing loved ones about important matters and overwhelming them with every little ache. Sharing every small health issue can cause worry and stress or lead family to make decisions for you too soon. For example, mentioning joint pain might lead to debates about doctors, diets, or supplements. Family members often mean well, but their concern can become pressure. Before you know it, they're researching treatments or making comments like, "You need to take better care of yourself." Also, if you constantly talk about health issues, your family might see you as declining faster. They might treat you differently, assuming you're more fragile. Once they see you that way, it's hard to change their view. They might hesitate to include you in activities or suggest you need help when you just mentioned aching knees. It's important to share major health concerns, especially when they affect daily life. But keeping minor issues private doesn't mean you're dishonest. It means protecting your independence. You have the right to manage your health without unnecessary stress. Sometimes silence is the best way to stay in control. Third, keep your true thoughts on family conflicts private. Family problems are common: siblings arguing, children holding grudges, relatives not getting along. It's tempting to step in, offer advice, or say what you really think, but that often makes things worse. Maybe you've tried to help only to have both sides turn on you. Or you offered an opinion, thinking you were helping, but it was misunderstood. Family conflicts often resolve themselves or not, regardless of your help. And people remember what was said in the heat of the moment. If you take sides or express strong opinions, resentment might linger even after the argument is over. This is especially important with younger family members. Saying what you really think about a son-in-law, a daughter's parenting, or a relative's choices can feel honest, but those words stick. People rarely forget when they feel judged. Even with good intentions, helpful advice can feel like rejection, creating distance that never heals. That's why it's wise to be selectively silent. You don't have to agree with everything, but you don't have to comment on every situation. Instead of giving an opinion, say, "I hope things work out," or "I trust you'll make the right decision." This allows you to stay connected without getting involved in drama. Keeping certain thoughts private can maintain peace for your family and yourself. Fourth, keep your regrets about the past private. As we age, we reflect on choices, missed opportunities, and paths not taken. Everyone has regrets, but they don't always need to be shared, especially with family. You might want to talk about things you wish you had done differently, like your career or raising your children. But what you see as honesty can be misunderstood. When parents express regret, children often take it personally. If you say you wish you had spent less time working, your children might hear, "I wasn't a good enough parent." If you regret not moving or pursuing a dream, they might think your life with them wasn't fulfilling. Even if that's not what you meant, those words can cause guilt or resentment. The same goes for regrets about relationships. Talking about a past love can make your spouse feel like a second choice. Even reflecting on friendships that ended can change how people see you. Instead of seeing a strong person, they might see someone stuck in the past. That's why some regrets are best kept to yourself. It's okay to think about them and learn from them, but dwelling on them in front of family only burdens them. The past can't be changed, but how you carry it forward is up to you. Fifth, keep the full extent of your financial situation private. Money is a sensitive topic that can bring people together or cause conflict. As you age, you might want to share financial details, like savings or plans for the future, but being too open about money can cause harm. One risk is that it can change how people treat you. If your family knows you have savings, they might expect financial help or hint at inheritance. If you reveal you're struggling, loved ones might worry too much or question your decisions. Either way, money can shift relationships and it's hard to undo. Also, the more your family knows about your finances, the more they might give unwanted advice. Some might even make decisions for you, taking away your independence. You might be told where to live or how to spend, all because you share details that might have been better kept private. This doesn't mean keep everything secret. If you have a trusted advisor or executor, document your plans properly. But share only what's necessary. Keeping certain details private allows you to control your financial future and avoid stress or unwanted advice. If you've seen how money discussions change people, you understand why this is important. Your finances are yours to manage, and keeping some details private ensures your relationships are based on love and respect, not financial expectations. In conclusion, keeping certain things private isn't about being secretive. It's about protecting your peace, dignity, and relationships. You don't need to share everything, and sometimes it's wise to hold back. Think about your life. Have you ever shared something and regretted it? or held back and realized it was the right decision. Wisdom comes from experience, and we learn that some things are best kept to ourselves. As you age, you gain clarity on what matters, your peace, independence, and relationships. Being selective with what you share allows you to stay in control and keep your connections strong. It's not about shutting people out, but about preserving what makes those relationships meaningful.